Hello everyone, Jai to all. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss about the software requirement specification. This subject is running in third year with the name of software engineering. This is the table of content in which we have to discuss about decision tables, IEEE standard for SRS, software quality assurance, ISO 9000 models, SEI CMM models, video link, daily queues, week assignment, MCQ and old question paper which is discussed in the last of the video. Now, this is the syllabus which is covered in this video. This topic comes under the unit 2nd of software engineering. What is mean by requirement engineering? Requirement engineering means it is the discipline application of proven principle, method, tools and notation to describe proposed system, intended behavior and its associated constant. Means we have to the set of rule through which we associate the given data and maintain the notation to describe the proposed system. It describes the what of a system, not the how. Means what is the actual output generated by the given system. We don't discuss how. Means we have to hiding the complexity of the task, complexity of the software. We show what is the result to be delivered for the given system. Its input is problem statement prepared by the customer. According to need of the customer, we have to prepare the problem statement. What type of need have to need for the customer and how we have to solve the problem of the customer. We use input problem statement to prepare the output. Next one is it introduced one large document SRS, that is called SRS document, written in natural language, because this document support the customer. So we have to write in form so that the customer can easily understand what type of requirement and what type of output is generated by the given constant. Description of what type of system do without describe and how it will do. The process of the SRS document is to be process consists of 4 steps. The first step is requirement elicitation, second one is requirement analysis, third one is requirement documentation and fourth one is requirement review. This is the 4 component which is discussed in this slide. The first one is requirement elicitation, requirement documentation, requirement review. This part is discussed in the coming slides. This is a diagram through which we have to discuss the problem statement. In problem statement, we have to consider the requirement engineering and SRS document through which we categorize in 4 categories. The first one is facilitation and second one is analysis, third one is the documentation and fourth one is the requirement review. Through requirement review, we have analyzed the output of the SRS document through which we match the result with customer required result. And by this, we have to achieve the target which assigned in the SRS documents. According to given documents, we have to discuss about the what problems should be taken as a problem statement, and then we have to analyze the output result. Our university wishes to develop a software system for the students. This is a case study through which we analyze the system through which we have to generate the output. Our university wishes to develop a software system for the student result management of its MTech. This is the management system software like AKTU ERP, in which we have developed a management software for MTech student, and to be discussed how the problem should be mentioned and how the problem should be discussed and what output to be generated. A problem statement is to be prepared for the software development company. The problem statement may give an overview of the existing system and broad expectation from the new software system. The problem statement is prepared by exam division of university. This is a particular area of the management system in which we have to prepare the software for division of university, means prepare by exam division of university. This is the part of examination in which university conduct 4 SEMS MTech program. Students are offered 4 theory and 2 practical paper during and 3rd semester. This is the module through which we have to discuss how we can design the software. There are first, second and third semester, and according to semester we have to divide into the different category. In fourth sem, the student have to give seminar and submit a dissertation of the topic of area of their interest. In fourth semester, the student is also submit the dissertation is considered as the interest of the student, which is depending on their specialization. Next one is the evaluation of each theory subject is done out of 150 marks, 100 for university conduct exam and 50 for sessional exam. The marks is divided into two categories. The first one is 100, that is called external marks, and 50 is the sessional mark, which is based on the college activity like sessional, like test conducted by the teacher, and on the basis of these evaluation we have to cumulate the total marks in 150. Attendance and student assignment, this is the comes under the 50 for sessional examination. The last point is evaluation of practical exam is done out of 50, 20 for university exam and 25 for internal, in which student prepare lab record, viva, attendance, etc. This is the system for practical exam. The total marks of practical exam are 50, in which we have to divide into two parts. 25 each for university, which conduct as an external practical exam, and 25 each for sessional exam, which is based on the record, viva and attendance and file, etc. This is the marks of first sem. Dissertation is 450. The total marks of dissertation is 450, in which 200 if for internal and 250 for external. This is the external also based on the viva of the students, and internal is based on their curriculum decided by the university as and the sessional marks. If total marks in each subject of a student is 50%, then student is considered pass, otherwise student is fail. In 450, if a student get 225 marks, then the student passed, otherwise the student assumed to be fail. At any time, the latest information about the subject being offered in various semesters and their credit point can be obtained from university website. This is the statement which is getting from the university website. It is required to develop a system. It is required to develop a system that manage information about subject offered in various semester. The student get marks in which semester, how much marks they scored, we will access through the university portal. The student enroll in various semester. Marks obtained by the student is different same. The student is enrolled on various subjects. The subject is divided depending on their semester, and the marks of the subject is also depend on their getting a result. The system should also have the ability to generate printable mark sheet for each student, semester wise detailed mark list, and student perform report also needed to be generated. According to their performance and marks submitted by the college, we have generated the report of the student by the system. This is the requirement elicitation. Requirement elicitation, it is known as requirement gathering. What information is needed for to prepare a software is gathered in this step. Requirement is identified with the help of customer and existing system process. It can be taken any process in which we have to talk to customer and what type of need they have. According to questioning, we have take the knowledge, and after that we have to analyze the things. This is called requirement analysis. In case of requirement analysis, it is start with require elicitation, and it perform to identical inconsistent defect and etc. We analyze the data, what type of software they have to require, and how we have to achieve the goal of the software. Next one is a requirement of documentation. Requirement of documentation means which type of document we have needed and how much person should be required for the completing this task. It is the end product of 1 and 2 known as SRS. Known as SRS, Software Requirement Specification. Doc provide the foundation of software design. Doc will provide the foundation, that is the basic fundamentals of the software design method. SRS may act as a construct between developer and customer. This is the mediator between the developer and customer. Requirement review, it is carried out to improve the quality of SRS. It is required to carry out the improvement of quality of the SRS. It may also be called as requirement verification, because without the verified the data, we can't proceed the next stage. So that we have to first verify the given data, how the data is collected, or how this data is processing for the next step. By using this method, we have to proceed for next step. This is the stakeholder. Stakeholder means anybody. Anyone who should have some direct or indirect influence on the system requirement is called stakeholder. In equation, end user, developer, tester, coder, this all are comes under the stakeholder. That means the anybody which belongs to or which associated with our software development is known as stakeholder. Stakeholder have known requirement. They have known requirement. How much a number of people are required for the developing the software. Something a stakeholder believed to be implemented. A known requirement forgotten by the stakeholder because they are not needed right now or needed only by another stakeholder. And third one is unnamed holder, undreamed holder. This stakeholder may not be able to think of new requirement due to limited domain knowledge. And this stakeholder is mainly focused on the requirement analysis of the software. Known, unknown, unnamed and undreamed requirement may be functional or non-functional. This is the two components. One is the functional and one is the non-functional. Functional requirement means it is related to expectation from the intended software. What type of software you have to need it. This is discussed in functional requirement. It describes what the software has to do. This is also shows what activity to be performed in the desired software. Sometimes it may also specify what the software should not do. We have also mentioned in the software what type of constraint, what type of functionality we not included in the software. In case of non-functional requirement, we can't discuss the functional requirement. In this non-functional requirement, we discuss it is mostly quality requirement that suitable how well the software does what it has to do. कितना अच्छा है and कितने टाइम तक ये वर्क करेगा, that is discussed in the case of non-functional requirement. For user include a specification of performance, availability, etc. This is the discussed in the given software. For developer are maintainability, portability and testability. This is the things which is developed in the case of non-functional requirement. This is the part of the non-functional requirement of the given data. This is the user requirement in which what type of function, what type of output the user want to be generated. User requirement are written in the form of user and include functional and non-functional requirement. In user requirement, we include both functional as well as non-functional requirement. This is the system requirement. Our system requirement are derived from user requirement. The user system requirement are the part of software requirement and a specification document. These documents work together and generate a SRS document for the future development. It is most important goal of RE to find out what user really need, which type of requirement user have. We have to discuss in the software. It is ability that to help to understand the problem to be solved and which type of problem is solved by the given software, given tool is also discussed in the given requirement. It is conducted by asking question, writing down answer, asking other question, etc. By developing this software, by developing this tool, we have to discuss about what type of software you have needed, how we have to achieve this goal and how we have to solve this problem by questionnaire. Developer and user have different mindset, expertise and vocabulary, so there are chance to conflict that may lead to inconsistency, misunderstanding and omission of requirement. They may be conflict between them, how we have to achieve the goal, but by combining the effort, we have to achieve our goal by solving the problem. It requires the collaboration of several group of participants who have different background. There is no need to all person have the same background. It may be possible the person have different background. This is the requirement elicitation methods. How we have to fulfill the requirement elicitation? We have take interviews. We take interview from different users, different customers. After that, we have to combine to form a single questionnaire. On the basis of that, we have take analysis. We have do analysis on the given documents. Brainstorming session. We have to conduct a brainstorming session for the users and different employees. Facilitation application specification technique. First, that is also important point in which we have to discuss what the technique we have to use for collecting the information. Next one is the quality function development. This is the most important things in which we have discussed about the quality function development and the main things of the user defined. And last one is the use case approach. This is the most important approach in which we have to discuss different types of cases by taking as an actor and the given flow of data. In interview, after receiving problem statement from customer, first we have to receive a problem statement from customer. Then first step to arrange a meeting between customer and a specialized developer. This is the two-way communication in which we receive the question problem statement from the customer, and then we have to establish a meeting between developer and customer. And developer must be also a specialized developer which have knowledge about the coding, which has knowledge about the module. That person is done a meeting with the customer according to their need. Open-ended, no preset agenda. Open agenda. You have a black box, and which type of condition arises in these conditions. We have taken like this. Second one is structure a proper questionnaire in design for interview. It may be happen we have to design a questionnaire. According to the questionnaire, on the basis of questionnaire, we have to design the structure. It is a group of discussion technique that may lead to lot of new idea. That is the brainstorming session. In brainstorming session, it is a group of discussion technique that may lead to lot of new idea quickly and have to promote creative thinking. This is just like a group discussion in which there are number of people and the problem is arises by all the people, and then we have to solve, we have tried to give the answer for the problem. This technique may carried out with a specialized group like actual user, middle level manager, etc. or with total stakeholder. This problem is handled by anyone which can be involved in our project. To handle any undesirable situation, a high trained facilitator may be required. It may be happen that the solution of problem statement is not given by the simple customer. So, in this case, we have to use a highly trained facilitator to give the answer of the problem statement. Whiteboard, overlay transparent or computer projection system can be used to make it visible for every participant. After the session, a detailed report will be prepared as a facilitator and review the report. After discussion with every level, we have to maintain a document which is reviewed by our reporter, which actually read line by line and take the decision what type of information they have to collect it and how this information is processed for the next phase. Finally, a document will be prepared with have list requirement and their priority if possible. This is the final document through which we have to develop the next module of the software. Now, in case of facilitator application specification technique first, similar to brainstorming, this is the mostly similar like brainstorming, in which we have to discuss about the group discussion and other things. Team oriented approach, we have also used a team oriented approach. Creation of joint team of customer and developer. The guidelines for this is arrange a meeting at a neutral site. We have to arrange a meeting on a neutral site, establish rule for preparation and participation, prepare informal agenda to encourage free flow of ideas, appoint facilitator to control the meeting, prepare definition mechanism, board, worksheet, wall stickers. That is the funda of marketing. How we have to done marketing, we discuss in this point. We use mechanics board, worksheet and wall sticker to show our process, our method to explore with customers. Participants should not criticize or debate. This is not a debate. One give a question and other person will get the answer. This is a type of participants should not criticize. The person should not be telling your answer is not good or not well. Everyone participant must be give their suggestion how we achieve our goal. This is the first session preparation. To preparing a first session, each attendee is asked to make a list of objects that are a part of environment that surrounded the system, produced by the system, used by the system, and the list of constant function performance criteria. This is the 6th point which is considered in the case of first session participation, in which we have to discuss about what type of the environment have surrounding and how we have to achieve this goal and how we have to discuss to our project developer to get the coding or get to output our desired result. Produced by the system. System means our environment as well as our machine. How the machine is compiled the given code, how we have to achieve the system, how we have to deliver in a market, how we have satisfied the customers, and how we have achieved our target or goal. We have discussed in produced by the system. Used by the system, which type of software the system to be used. List of constraint, which type of constraint, how many resources, how many person, how many the things to be used to develop our desired software. And the last one is function. Function means which type of function, for what we have to develop the software, and performance criteria. What percentage of result we want to get. It may be 90 plus, it may be 95 plus, that is depending on your conditions. This is the activity of first session. Every participant present his list of objects, services, content and performance for discussion. Combining lists for each topic by elimination redundant entries and adding a new idea. By discussion, consistent list and finalized by the facilitator. Sub-team develop mini specification or one or more entries which is discussed in SRS document. Presentation of mini specification, new object, services, constant, performance requirement are added to original list. Each attendee prepare a list of validation criteria, a consciousness list of validation criteria. It is then created. A sub-team write the complete draft specification using all input from first meeting. The meeting which is discussed in first, that will be included all the activity which we have to from first step to last step will taken for development of a software. This is the main point of the first activities, in which we have to combine list of topic by elimination redundant entry and adding a new ideas. By adding a new ideas, we have to discuss the given requirement. This is the quality of functions, quality of function development. What is the quality to developing a function or a task? The focus on what is valuable to customer and deploy this value through the SE process. Software engineering process, how we have to achieve the goal, what types of focus on the will be discussed. There are 3 types of requirement are identified. The first one is normal requirement. In case of normal requirement, object and goal of proposed software which discuss with the customer. First, we have to discuss the object and goal of the required software with customer. Second one is expected requirement. This is the requirement of the coder as well as customer, what we have needed and how we have to achieve this goal. Implicit requirement in software that customer not state them explicitly in question. Authentication, warming features, this is included in expected requirement. The other person is not hack our software, the other person not get the code of the software. This is discussed in expected requirement. And last one is exciting requirement. This features go beyond the customer if they present prove very satisfying in question unauthorized access notification. At that condition, the user will get a notification through which we have to minimize our access. And last one is QFD steps. In QFD steps, there are 3 steps: identify stakeholder, list our requirement, degree of information importance to each requirement. And this part is the most important point where we have to discuss about the degree of importance to each requirement. What type of requirement they have to need it, or how we have to achieve this requirement, we will discuss in the given list of requirement. We have also discussed what is the normal requirement, means the object and goal proposed software which discuss with the customer. In case of normal requirement, we analyze all the requirement which is discussed with the customer. We discuss the all requirement which is analysis with a customer, and then we objective of goal the proposed software which discuss with the customer. And in this second expected requirement, implicitly requirement is a software that customer not state them explicitly in question. Authentication warning features like this. Existing requirement features go beyond the customer if they present prove very satisfying in question. Unauthorized access notification is also a part of this notification. This is the all about the SRS documents. This is the fundamental things of SRS document. The remaining part we have to discuss in next video. So if any doubt, you are comment in the comment box. Thank you very much.